Listen, on September, this is since our last interview, I put a tweet out. I said, as an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. Think about the 100 greatest moments of your life. Do any of these moments include video games? Probably not. And this comes from a lifetime gamer. This tweet was actually the biggest thing I've ever tweeted in my entire life. And I've been on Twitter now for like 15 years or whatever, however many years it's been up. 25 million impressions of this tweet. People lost their shit. Like, people were arguing with me. They tried to ban my account.
Yeah, you touched a nerve, bro.
I touched a nerve because, look.
Absolutely.
Listen, I can just,
it.
listen. I'm going to be 50 in a few, in 6 months.
Oh,
I could just look at, and I've been gaming since I was, 12. I had a ColecoVision. Go ahead and Google that shit. Okay. I could just think of my 100 greatest moments with women that a video game can't even approach touching. Just women, just one genre of my life.
Yeah.
Let's take away skydiving, traveling to other countries, times with my family. Let's just look at just women, and a video game can't come close to that. But people argued with me. I mean, shit. Kevin Durant chimed in. Ocho Cinco chimed in. Like, all these famous gamers started to chime in, and most of them were arguing with me. And I'm like, all right, listen, if video games are your top 100 moments of your existence, you with a joystick and a screen, like, that is a top 100 moment of you living? I just don't get it. I just simply don't get it.
He said this, not me.
I said it.
Go at him.
Yeah.
Not me.
Please do.
But I'm telling you.
The tweet is still up. I never took that shit down. It's still up.
Yeah. It touches a nerve. A lot of people I can't get with it. I don't know a damn thing about video games. I don't know. It's just, but hey, people are thinking about their healthy wave that they play, unwind with the video game and everything else.
Yeah.
But I just want to think about other people who are not as healthy as them. Just like when we talk about the whole rap thing, there's things that, it's an entertainment, it's, escapism. But there are people who take that and go, I want to be that, right? There are impressionable young people that it's affecting, not the way it's affecting you, it's affecting them differently. They want to be what those lyrics say, even though almost every goddamn rapper is a nerd. If you just carefully look underneath, you go, oh shoot, this dude is a fun-loving, like how much shit did he spew out there, when he was on the way up, and it's like, come on now. But I used to be a school teacher. I happen to know when, and I was one of these kids too, where I wanted to be cool. I hid my books. I used to have two sets of books. So I didn't want to be seen carrying books home. Right? So that's even back in my old ass days. Now, what are they dealing with? It's, the gangster mentality. Every youngster grabs onto the voice of rebellion, right? Mm-hmm. I don't care if back in the 50s, it was slicking your hair back. Now it's like looking like a gangster or behaving like a gangster, sagging, all that type of stuff. It's, society now is even more compacted by social media. Nobody's talking about getting an education. Like, a lot of them, that's Underground Railroad shit right there. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. Let me get off the soapbox. Old dude.
Takeoff of the Migos recently got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you follow the story at all?
Not even. No, I didn't know. I mean, I've been finding out who people were after they've been killed.
Yeah. Well, Takeoff is a third of the group, the Migos, which is a very important group in hip hop. They were out in Houston, hanging out with Jay Prince's son and his crew called Mob Ties. And at this point, the details are a bit hazy because there's, multiple videos that have surfaced, but it kind of, I don't know if it started, but one of the things that was happening was it was a dice game. that started to pop off, that they were basically playing in public. One of the guys started to lose. The other guy started to talk shit, you know, and an argument ensued. And Quavo, one of the other members, said, "Oh, let me get up out of here before I hurt somebody." And then all hell broke loose. And it's interesting because, you know, we talked about this a lot. You grew up in Bridgeport. Someone very close to me is from Bridgeport also.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that night, she basically went on this whole thing about how, you know, especially in Bridgeport, dice games are damn near robberies. People who play dice games in Bridgeport, things always end badly. You know?
Well, everything ended badly in Bridgeport.
Yeah. But, you know, like you're close to your money because at any point, someone's going to come in and rob the dice game. At any point, someone doesn't have the money, gunshots. Like I know someone who got killed in a dice game.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, people are talking shit and so forth. There's a lot of cash.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the street. There's a lot of guns around, which is why you're so close to the, you know, you're right there by your money as you're rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And the whole concept of you're a multimillionaire and you're out playing dice out in public with some people you may not know is almost a recipe for a disaster to happen. And in this case, a disaster did happen.
Right. Yeah. You know, but I do identify with that a bit. Only because, like, I do the business that I do, acting and all that type of stuff. But, you know, a lot of things didn't get out of my system till much later. I still was attracted to being where the streets were alive. I loved being in projects.
Did you carry a gun at some point in your life?
I don't think there was a point where I didn't carry a gun.
Okay.
I mean, and then once I was 21, I've had CCWs since the time I was 21.
Okay.
But I carried before then. I mean, I didn't think that, that's something that my father, on the few things that my father put in my head, because when I was 13, he says, you're never, he told me you were never fully dressed until you had your pistol with you. That was stuck with me